Adulters, do not be afraid of this process. You know, divulge into it, fall into it. We get this one particular life, and any little thing that we can correct or fix, course correct or fix, why not do it? To not get so caught up in, oh, I've had this look all my life. You know, it's one of those things where, yeah, all your life, and within this lifespan that we have, don't you want to do something different? Hello, 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 hello. Welcome. This is Harper Lee. You have now tuned into Life 2.0, and today we are going to be discussing adult braces, getting wired, and being a grown-ass adult. Yes. So this is story time, a quick story time. You know, I could talk on and go on and on and on and on, but I'm gonna do a quick story into what led me to getting braces. So in a nutshell, you know, again, a lot of my stories are post-COVID stories. The world is opening back up. I hadn't seen my dentist in close to a year. The dentist offices were like one of those medical fields where they were not seeing people. And it was like a big, you know, it was a big deal for me because, again, I had to get periodontal work done every couple of months. I found a new one because mine's, you know, the office was not opening at all. And you know, with that first visit, it was like a visit where I had to get the deep cleansing and all those things. And the discussion, which had been brought up before, was on how on one side of my mouth, it kept being, you know, food kept being impacted in this particular area. And that was done for the most part because on my other side of my mouth, you know, I have like, basically I had to get teeth pulled back there. So all my chewing was diverted to, you know, one side. And so implants were, you know, was discussed as an option, and I was completely all for that. And it was suggested that I get braces, the braces to, you know, straighten out the teeth and supporting the implants that I will be getting. And I'm like, excuse me, braces? I had not thought of that in a million years, that, you know, braces you know, would be a thing or option for me. And for what? You know, I'm 40 something years old. Why would I need braces? Why would I even consider getting braces? I was like, okay. So with that being said, it was something that I needed to process and, you know, figure out and just think about, you know, if that's something that I wanted to do. Sometimes we allow certain things and features to become part of our identity. And for me, one of those things had been my gap. And it was one of those things where, you know, a gap isn't, you know, anything out of the ordinary. My mother had a gap. I had a gap. My sister had a gap. So, you know, it was, you know, I had a gap. And while it never, you know, had affected, you know, anything in my life regarding, you know, my esteem issues and things of that nature, I will say that there have been times, you know, where maybe I may do a partial smile or, you know, a smile where I didn't show my teeth. But then there was times when I did show my teeth. So it wasn't like a complete big deal regarding the gap. However, something I had for all of those years, all my life, why would I allow that to, you know, deter me from, you know, going to the next level of what was going to be beneficial to me in the long run regarding, you know, my teeth, the maintenance of it, you know, and evenly chewing food and things of that nature. And I had to literally just completely let go of, you know, oh, this is part of my identity, and literally step it up a notch and do what was needed to be done. That while I had, you know, this gap for majority of my life, let's try something different for the other half of my life. And so that's where the Life 2.0, you know, came in for me regarding, you know, getting wired or adult braces. It's like, you know what, let's throw all that stuff out the window. Let's try something new. It goes and tackles and divulges into the investment in self, you know. So, you know, I, you know, had decided to fully get into self because I purposely was on a new journey for myself, and I let go of this idea that, you know, oh, you can't get braces, that at this particular age in life anything is possible, and this is the time and this is the season to invest in self. I feel like, you know, that you know, for us, we pour so much into the kids, making sure they've gotten their dental needs and braces and all those things. We're so busy with, you know, pouring into them and what we didn't have for ourselves, that in return, you know, when it's our time to pour into ourselves, we don't put that same energy. Or, you know, maybe it's a generational thing where, you know, our parents didn't pour into themselves after they've raised us. And maybe they didn't have the opportunity due to, you know, a lot of generational things. But with that being said, you know, for me, I had decided that, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and do this. This is a part of the journey of Life 2.0. It was funny because, you know, there were options to do the invisible, you know, little thingy things, or, you know, the traditional old school braces. And I opted for traditional old school braces, and that this journey was a visible journey. Those that's in my life could see. Again, I'm big on images and things of that nature. And I try to be a walk-in example and testimony. And just the littlest things that you think are the littlest things are a big deal to others, and for our children to see and witness. So that they can implement those things. So Sister Girl went on ahead and just opted to get the traditional, you know, braces, the wire, getting wired. And it has been an interesting journey. It's been a journey where it's definitely have taught me patience. I have been in unimaginable pain and discomfort that, you know, I can't even explain to you. But to basically see the transition is just so rewarding as it relates to, you know, the steps. I did not document, you know, this journey, you know, when it first happened. You know, I'm going to be sharing pictures, as you would see. But just to see the transformation makes the uncomfortableness a little bit more, feels a little bit more better. And so I decided that I am going to share another video with you guys regarding preparations, ways to prepare for getting adult braces, because that's something that I did not have at my fingertips. I didn't see any videos on preparation. I think it's important to know and to prepare because the level of pain is just like no other. I mean, it really, really, really has tested my patience and, you know, not being able to eat certain things. So I am going to do a follow-up video and preparations, how you can prepare to getting adult braces. Because listen, I'm at the age and in the season where discomfort, discomfort is so annoying. You just have to be prepared for what you're about to embark on when you're doing the adult braces. So that video will be shared in a few days. And but yeah, again, adulters, do not be afraid of this process. You know, divulge into it, fall into it. We get this one particular life, and any little thing that we can correct or fix, course correct or fix, why not do it? To not get so caught up in, oh, I've had this look all my life. You know, it's one of those things where, yeah, all your life, and within this lifespan that we have, don't you want to do something different? Don't you want to, you know, if you can create and get a different look, why not do it? Opt to do it. And again, it teaches and, you know, and it shows our children, it gives them that blueprint that for them, that you never stop doing the work on yourself. So adult braces, it's a thing. You know, as I have been into, you know, the dental office, I do see a few adults. I don't know how old they are. I don't know if they're, you know, my age, but I am seeing, you know, a different genre other than the little kitty kids. And it's a great thing to see. And so, yeah, Life 2.0, adult braces, getting wired. Look at the changes in the images. Enjoy and expect part 2. Bye.